Hi, I'm Serena Tixera, and I work on films as a look designer, a makeup artist, a hairstylist. When I was a kid, or probably when I was just about thinking of what I should be doing, if somebody had to ask me what would you do in films, for me it would be I want to be a hero, or I want to be a hero, I want to be something. But it's not just the hero and the heroine. There is a lot of stuff that goes into making a film, and it is from the director. The director has like a couple of assistants who further on go and become directors again. Then there is the DOP, there are the light guys, there's a gaffer, there are other technicians, like there's a makeup artist, there's a hairdresser, there's a story editor, story writer. Lots of people come together, and only then you can make a film. My job is one small part, and there are several other little small columns which come together to make this film. Now when it comes to makeup, makeup is not just glamour. There are different kinds of makeup that you can actually do to change the look of people. For example, if you see Alia Bhatt, she has looked glamorous in her first movie, The Student of the Year. Then we've seen her in Urda Punjab, where she looks like a gaon ki dehati ladki. So she has put in her effort from inside as an actor. As a makeup artist, we've shown her. You've seen the costume and the makeup has made her look like dehati. So it is about the script, and you have to go with the script, with the director, what he looks into the script, and then do your makeup. So in my life, I really got people who pushed me. They said, okay Serena, you want to do this? Let's give you a push. So they pushed me into things where I really got trained very well. Then I started my journey as a hairstylist, where I was training with Madhuna Akhtar, and she's a brilliant guru, one of the best that anyone can have. It was nicer that I started with her because she really understood face structure, how hair can actually change a person's personality, the way they look, how it can boost up the confidence in a person. It was all actually taught by her. From there, I started one film after the other. I started Laksh, which was like so many characters, and then each character, even if it was like an army movie, it was the same haircut, but how it looked different on everybody. Then Dhoom happened, then did like a couple of foreign projects, and Rang De Basanti happened, where these guys had like two different looks. I didn't stick to one particular look or job. Every person that came and sat in the chair had to go through our scissors, and a lot of makeup had to be done to make them look different. There were periodic films. Rang De Basanti was a periodic film, had two genres. I did action replay, where it was glamorous. They had to be looking like some really, the 70s and stuff like that. So it was fun. The journey up till now has been fantastic. My motivation was, even as a kid, there would be my friends who would come around and say, oh Serena, will you do this for me? And without being trained, I used to do hairstyles and I used to do makeup. And if I'd see someone and I would be like, oh, why can this one not look like this? Designing and actually getting someone into some kind of frame was not so important. It was just, okay, if you needed a haircut, then you just went to a salon and said, okay, give me a U-cut, and a U-cut would do. Whether that U-cut suited your face or didn't suit your face was not so important at that time. So when I started with all this motivation, thinking, oh, this fringe doesn't really look good on you. What if if this fringe was a little longer? What if you put your eyeliner in this way? There was a lot that I derived from films. I was a film buff. So when I saw things, I would be like, I was a big fan of Pooja Bhatt because she would like try different things with herself. And this is, I think, what motivated me. The one thing that I really love about my job is you can change the way people look. It's in your hands. You can do to them ideally what you think would look good on them. They might not feel the same way, but as a makeup designer, you know, okay, this is what will look nice, and you go ahead with that. It doesn't happen all the time. Sometimes you have to take the flack from the artist because you know they're used to looking like that. I have faced this problem early in my career where the artist has been looking like this for years, and then you suddenly change them and they'll be like, no, I don't like this. But then it takes time for them to grow it. So there are other perks too. You get to travel like around the country, around the world, meet different kind of people, see different places. With my hard work, I really get to travel and do other things. One thing that probably is a little difficult is there is a time when you leave for work, but there is no time for you to come back. It just gets extended. There are times when actors have their mood swings, so you have to really deal with that. Because an actor has snapped at you, you cannot snap back, which you would do at home. Like, you know, if somebody has to say something, you just go blast a person. You can't do this at work. It is like any other job. But I guess this is like very temporary. By the end of it, when you see the movie, when you see the ad, when you see your work being appreciated, I think you just forget the odds. You only like what you've given in. Makeup, like any other profession, is a very hard working task. Becoming a makeup artist doesn't mean, okay, it's a simple little thing and you've just gone and done it. No, a lot of study goes into it. There's a lot of stuff. If you really want to do a career as a makeup artist, as a makeup person, I would suggest it's not a bad thing because it's a very, very sure dedication that goes into it. And do not think that becoming a makeup artist is like, what standard of living is that? Would be no. In today's time, when I'm in the field and I know that if I can change, I can change the look of a person according to the script, according to what the director wants it. Nothing is bigger than that. It is one small part of the big industry that we work in, but it's an important part. So if you really think you want to go for it and do it, do it. It's worth it.